Hello, my beautiful beings of light. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeanette, and I am a high vibrational being. I am connected to the divine. I am healed. I'm here today, April 1st, 2025. Um, let's see if anybody is on the live chat. Say hello if you are here. Don't be scared. I love you. I love you all. I'm very thankful, very blessed. A day like today, on April 1st, 2014, I was coming home from California. I was on my way. I was out in California for a whole week. I was at a domestic violence. It was called Wings of Love, sharing stories of domestic violence with others. It was a beautiful, beautiful time in California when I went, besides the earthquake, because there was an earthquake during that weekend. It was a 5 or 4.7 earthquake. I was in the hotel. I was on the 11th floor and I felt the building sway. I never experienced an earthquake like that before. I didn't know what to do, but I took the stairs instead of taking the elevator, because when the elevator came, I was waiting for the elevator, and that's when I felt the sway, and the elevator was, I was like, no, not the elevator. I was trying to hear to see if anybody made an announcement. Nobody made the announcement. I went downstairs and there was an earthquake. I called several people, let them know what I experienced. But I didn't know that when I would come home on April 1st, April Fool's Day, people take this day to make jokes and trick people, and I don't do that. I don't like to play tricks on people, especially something very serious, you know. I take life, embracing it, accepting, and I stand up for injustice. I speak up, and I'm not scared to speak up, and I'm not scared to die. I'm not scared to die, so that's not even on my radar. I don't fear nobody. I'm not scared of anybody, and I stand up for my truth. And that's what people don't like, that I express my opinion, what I see, what I feel, what I receive through the light of God, the Most High, with so much understanding, empathy, compassion for all. I am always alone, always with my father though. I learned through my journey that the people that was supposed to be there for me was never there. They always judged, bullied. Oh my God, got some bullies out here. Got bullies all over. But Michael Anthony Santiago was born on November 30th, 1987. He was my rock. We went through a lot of things together. Then he was taken away from me when he was 7 years old, when I experienced domestic violence, when my jaw was fractured on both sides. My son was in school. My daughters was with their grandmother. I experienced violence throughout my whole life. But I always learned. I always saw things differently. I never was angry. Even with my jaws wired, knocked down teeth, I had to have surgery a few times. I look like elephant woman. My jaw is not the same. It's different. But Michael Anthony Santiago was taken from me by his father when I suffered domestic violence. When I ended up in the hospital as Jane Doe because I didn't want my batterer to find me. I had called my aunt to please take care of my son until I came out the hospital. When I was ready, I was calling all the time to check on my son, even though I couldn't talk because I was wired. I would call. When I was ready to be discharged 2 weeks in the hospital, I had to call homeless, a domestic violence shelter to go in so that way I could continue to be safe from this individual who tried to control my life. When I went to call to get my son, it's for them to bring my son to me so I could go into the DV shelter. His father told me, go to court and get custody of your son. I'm like, I have a broken jaw. I am not able to speak. I had to explain to the director at the shelter, domestic violence shelter, what had transpired. Why my son was not with me, because I had to go into a DV shelter with my child because they didn't accept single women into a family DV shelter. This was in 1990. It was 90, wait, I was 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. It's 94, because my mother passed away in 95. 94. I had to go to court. I went to court the next day. I had to file papers to get a court hearing. I spoke to his legal guardian at the time, my son's legal guardian, because they do get a lawyer for themselves to protect them from their rights, whatever. It was like, I felt like the system failed me. I felt like they didn't believe that I didn't put my son in danger. They believed that my son was in danger because of the relationship that I was in and the mental stability that I was under, because I had just fractured my jaw. There was just this batter, I just fractured my jaw, and everything that I've been through from my previous relationship with my children's father, that he was arrested for murder. So I was really going through a lot at that time. Really going through a lot. So it was a lot happening. My mother was dying of AIDS, so I was facing a lot. And yeah, PTSD played a role, anxiety played a role, depression played a role, all these things that they that we are programmed to identify ourselves with. Then to use drugs, pharmaceutical, to try to ease the pain, try to relieve the pain. But in order to relieve the pain, we got to feel the pain. You can't hide the pain. You cannot stimulate the pain. The pain will always be there. The thing that we have to do is always feel the pain, always acknowledge the pain, always look at that shadow aspect, look at that the things that we had to learn from in order not to repeat the same cycle all over again. Being with in unhealthy relationships, not knowing your worth, seeing trauma from a child, and then growing up in that world of trauma and not learning how to heal yourself was something that I had to learn and experience. My son was not returned to me until I moved into my apartment, and still then I didn't have him in full custody. It was first it was supervised visits. I'm like, I'm his mom. I would never harm or hurt my child. Make sure my son was safe. Always had issues with his dad. It was just always a back and forth. It was really always being controlled by men. It was really, I really didn't quite understand it. So I had to go through this, then go to school and get myself educated again, and get off of public assistance and be independent. So I started to go to school. I started to go to college. I went to college, went to Touro College, studied human services. Then I became independent, started working, started earning, started living on my own, and raising my son. I didn't raise my two daughters. The grandparents raised my two daughters, Ashley and Ariel. Our relationship was never a healthy relationship, and I could understand. I did what I did with what I knew. I was never perfect. I'm never a perfect parent. But I love my children a lot. I love them immensely. I would never, ever, ever put my children in a situation where they were hurt, touched, because I know when I was younger, I was touched. I experienced that. But throughout my life, me and my son, we had a relationship. It wasn't a perfect relationship, but we loved each other. Every time he needed, I was always there. He would move to Florida. He had beautiful 2 boys. They both named Michael. 2 boys. Then he had his last daughter, and he never got to see his daughter, Zoe. People, I'm not even going to mention, because people like to play games. They knew of my son. I remember one day my daughter had told me that my son was sacrificed, that she believed that my son was sacrificed. I felt it, I knew it in my heart. Something was not right. When I used to go to the court for his trial, I would hear the stories, I would hear the evidence, I would hear the prosecutor, I would hear the defendant's attorney. I would hear people from the side of the defendant, their story, how they tried to tell this man not to buy the shotgun. The shotgun was given to this man by his cousin, and I don't know. It was, I can't even quite remember too much of the trial. I wrote a lot in my notebook because I knew there was some things that I questioned. Story just didn't make sense. There was a man who was parked at the scene before my son got there. There were phone calls the night before to his ex-girlfriend, Lisa. Knowing that my son was in danger if he was to go around her house to pick up his belongings, because there was an incident a few months before my son was killed regarding this man with the tattoo on his neck. My son got into an argument with the driver. He was a cab driver. He was a neighborhood cab driver in Mount Vernon. And the man owed my son money for some drugs that he had brought from my son. And my son was asking him for the money, and they got into an altercation. My son was not the type of person to fight with any kind of guns or weapons. His friends sliced the man, cut his man in the ear. The man didn't see that it wasn't my son, it was the other guy. So my son was murdered violently for something he did not do. Was this guy, the tattoo guy, ever found? Did anybody reveal? No, everybody knew his name. People knew his name. They knew about him. His family from his father's side, the friends he surrounded himself with that knew him as a child, There were phone calls of people that night before my son was killed, and what was going on with my child. The next thing I know, I'm coming from California. I go to my daughter's home on April 1st, 2014. I laid down because I'm tired, I'm jet lagged from the trip. So I laid down about 3:30 in the afternoon. My daughter received a call from Lisa, his ex-girlfriend, stating that that the detectives were trying to reach me. The cops were trying to reach me. I have my phone on. That we had to go to Mount Vernon. I was like, where's it? My daughter woke me up. He said, we have to go to Mount Vernon. Something happened to Anthony. I'm like, what are you talking about? It was like, some shooting happened. I froze. I didn't know how to react. I called my sister. Everybody knew because it was televised on the news. I also called this person that I was seeing at the time, Elijah. The guy at the diamond, the scammer, him. Yeah, him. That I believe had something to do with it too. I am not going to sugarcoat anything. I don't believe anything anybody tells me. Unless God is letting me know. But I believe because he's a Mason. Okay? He's part of this cult. I didn't know that at that time. I lost my son. Never had people that said that they were with me. I really didn't feel their love, their truth. I had my two daughters who were with me. Everybody thought I wasn't strong enough to go and view my son's body. The next day, my son's belongings were all spread out by his sister from his father's side, Jennifer. I really didn't have any say-so in regards to my son's burial. But I just want to say this, my son was very much loved. He was a very happy kid. He was a very good kid. He loved his children. Family. Our family holidays was full of love. I had a big family. Lots of aunts and lots of cousins, and when we came together, it was always beautiful, but I didn't feel like I was part of that family. I never felt, and my children didn't feel that either. They didn't feel the love from my siblings or their cousins. They really, you know, I believe they felt like they were strangers. Just like me. I didn't feel like I was part of my family. I felt like always an outsider. And I'm not going to touch on my story because I'm still talking about my son's story. My story is totally different. But I love my son immensely. He has come to me in my dreams several times. He doesn't come as an adult. He comes as a child. A lot of the messages that I received, I posted them when he did come to my dreams. But he was a beautiful, beautiful, handsome, very handsome boy. Very tall, taller than me. We went out dancing a couple of times. But I'm very grateful for the time my son was here on this planet. And I know he's my guardian angel. I know he's very protective of me. I speak to him a lot. I know when he's around, he likes to touch my face, especially when I'm in meditation. I know when he's around, and he likes to be around a lot. And I just wish people would understand that when your loved ones are, their vessels are no longer here, their spirit is still around. Some are in very darker places than others. Don't always believe that they have to go through different dimensions to ascend. If I'm doing my healing and I'm doing my cleansing and I'm doing my how you say it, breaking generational curses and hexes of abuse, of trauma, of molestation, of violence. Because all this, we come into this world, this planet, to heal. Not to judge it. I celebrate my son's life today. He would have been 36, I believe. I don't know, I'm not going to do the math right now. I believe he would have been 36 years old. He was born in 1987. Yeah, he would have been 36 years old, I believe. I don't know. I'm not doing the math right now. But he taught me a lot about Tupac. He taught me a lot about, because he used to like to rap, and he used to want to dance. He always danced. Michael Jackson was a person that he would always mimic. He was always a joker, a prankster, a man's girl, because he had different women, and I didn't like that he was always with somebody like different. I didn't accept. I wouldn't. I didn't like it, but that was my son. There was a couple of his relationships. There was only two of his relationships that I really, the other women, the woman that he had a daughter with, I didn't like the energy that I felt about her. I really didn't like it. I tried. I really didn't like it. I met her mother because I did get to see my daughter, my granddaughter, after my son was killed. Months later, because the girl was pregnant. I don't remember. What was her name? I don't even know her name, to be honest. I forgot her name. But she was from Florida. She had 3 children. And she was a stripper. So and she was a porn star. So I knew something was not right with this relationship. First and foremost, was my son set up with this person? I believe so. I believe so. I believe so. By those who knew me. And knew that my son was gifted as well. Spiritually gifted. Because he's my child. My DNA. My ancestors' DNA. He was very much loved. I remember when we was going down Roosevelt Island. That's in Queens, New York, but it's over the water. The trams on 59th Street, you go over to Roosevelt Island. His aunt lived there. Really didn't have a great relationship with her either. Never did. I was always looked at as a problem person. Always, nobody liked me. I really didn't care. I really didn't care whether they liked me or not. But that was his aunt, and I respect her. And he also spent time over there. He went to school when he was taken away from me by his dad. He went to school over there, and he grew up with these boys, and built relationships with them. And the day we went to pass the casket, people were standing outside waving goodbye to my son. It was an honor to have him come into my life and touch the amount of people that he had touched. I will never forget my son. He was, I think, I I don't even remember how many hours I was in labor with him. But my mom was with me when I gave birth to Michael Anthony Santiago. They wanted him to be named Mark Anthony Santiago, so he would have been, I was like, no, I named him Michael Anthony Santiago. His father denied him because he thought he wasn't his child. And it's so funny because me and his father have the same last name, so how you say it? I wanted to make sure that this man wasn't related to me, so I saw pictures of his dad, and it wasn't. I met my dad when I was 19, and I got pregnant when I was 21. I was pregnant with my son, and he denied his own blood. Was his name on his birth certificate? No. But he has Santiago like me. It's so funny. I just seen a light right here. A white shiny light right here in the corner of my eyes. Wow. It's a spirit. It's not yet his time when he was taken down. He was shot about 3:30. 3:30. The only person, when I got to the scene, the news was there. My son was in the parking lot. No, my son, the coroner had just taken my son. They had just told me his body was just moved. I go running. My son, I want my son. Where is my son? I hear my son say, "Mom, I'm okay." My son didn't want me to lose it. I know that. He didn't want me to go crazy. So that gave me some sort of relief. No mother, nobody deserves to be brutally, violently killed. Nobody should take anybody's life away. And anybody who was part of it, who knew about it, who set it up. Yeah, there is a man who is in jail at this time, but all those others, I know one of them passed away last year. That was part of it. He made because he wanted to be a rapper. Or was it the year before? I don't even know when he was killed. It just so happened that I saw something on I think it was Facebook or something on somebody's thing, but I tried to get more information, but it didn't give it to me. Yeah, he was my firstborn, and he was the light of my eyes. He was my heart. When you experience the loss of a child, it's like your heart is torn into so many pieces. So many pieces. It's just torn. And to heal my heart again, it took so much work for me. So much forgiving. So much letting go. The faith that I have in my Father, the Divine Father, He has always been with me. I cannot say enough how much prayer, how much faith, connecting to the Divine Father, our Creator, has helped me move along. Archangel Michael, I always knew he was always with me. It's not a funny day today for me. I don't know, they like to joke around April Fools and make it, and they know my son has passed away, those who know me, because they want to trigger me. But sorry, you can't trigger me because I'm already healed. I will always cry for my son. I will always mourn the loss of my son. I will always, always, always speak about my son and the injustice that has been done. For those who have lost a child to violence, my heart goes out to you. Any mother who has experienced this pain, they know exactly what it is. But I healed. I have healed. Nobody could ever break me again. Nobody could ever scare me. Nobody could ever do anything to hurt me. Nothing. Just leave my children alone. Leave my children alone. Leave my grandchildren alone. Leave innocent people alone. Stop doing what you're doing. Trying to take somebody's power. Trying to take somebody's... If you guys knew exactly the reason behind all this, you will be flabbergasted at the lengths that people go to take your energy, to take your power, to corrupt your mind, to keep you on medication, to keep you to use drugs, to keep you to go use alcohol to heal the pain, so that way you could be an open portal for these dark demonic entities that they have conjured up to come into this world and do their work on taking people out. Because that's what it is. They conjure up dark entities to come into people's vessels. When you open yourself up and be a portal, that's why I say stop drinking, stop smoking, stop being this person that is opening themselves up to demonic entities that is being conjured up by the elites, the higher ups. Okay. By the government, the CIA, they don't know who you are. You think they don't know your birthday, they don't know the job that God has brought you onto this planet to do? Do you not know the power that you hold within? And they want to corrupt you with drugs. They want to corrupt you with alcohol. They want you to use sex. Do you know that when they hit it from behind, that goes straight into your chakras, into your mind, that trauma? Do your research, people. Understand what is really going on in this world. They did it to my nephew. I believe my nephew was, when he first went in, something happened to my nephew. Something happened. They RAP him in. I know that. He's never the same. Never the same. After he came out. Never the same. And once they program you to thinking that you are, you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, you don't have what it takes, let's put you on some antidepressants, let's give you some drugs, let's do things so that way you can take yourself out by putting entities into your body. That's how the government, that's how a lot of religions work. They're cults, okay? They do things in the dark, okay? This is not new. This has been happening for a very long time. The history that we have been taught is not the history, the true history. The Bible is not 100% accurate, so this is written by man. Some of the words may be, how you say it, channeled through the divine. But I would rather go in and get the message from God. I'd rather go in instead of listening to people that really don't have your higher, they really don't have any love, unconditional love for you, because they're not healed. They listening to governments that are fighting among each other at this time, at this moment, because their spells all backfired and now everything is going around. Okay? What goes around comes back around. And it's so funny because my son's date that he passed away is 04/14. April 1st, 2014. 1/4/4/11 is my birthday. I see things as a sign. I work with numbers, numerology. They did this on purpose. Everything is, I pray for people. I pray for people to wake up and see the truth of what really happened around you, to see who truly is your friend, to see who truly is your father, to see who truly is your mother. Are they really your mother? I mean, they are. Some of them are reincarnated souls here to stop you from achieving your higher self, from connecting to the Divine Father, God, Source, Energy. They don't want you to be in full control of your mind. I ask that those who have, your child, something happened to your child, let them speak about it. Don't ever cover it up. Don't ever be afraid. Don't ever be ashamed. Speaking about it releases them from that entity who attach themselves to it. So that way it doesn't continue to be replayed in their minds, traumatize them, and then they result to drugs, and then they result to alcohol. Look what's happening to Justin Bieber. Look what happened. Look, where's P. Diddy at now? Look at Jay-Z, what's going on? Look at Oprah, okay? Look at Obama. Look at the Clintons. Look at everything. It's out of control. They're out of control. Why? Because their tunnels are being exposed, because their agreements, the bushes are very significant too. I'm sorry, but I have to speak about it because it all intertwines with where and what happened to my son. Whether you believe it or not, I really don't care. I really don't care. This is my story. This is what I am being. I am an open channel to the Divine Father. I have healed generational. I am a divine being who has been reincarnated on this soul at this time to help the collective raise their consciousness. 144 on the clock at this moment. What I just said, I'm chosen, right? It's 144. Oh yeah, it just changed. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. There's going to be tunnels. There's going to be aliens that you don't even know that are on this planet. They don't like me because I speak the truth. They attack me because I speak the truth. They spiritually spy on me because I speak the truth. They spiritually try to get me because I speak the truth. I'm not scared of nobody. I walk by faith. I don't walk by sight. Have I known that before? I would have helped my son. But you can't help people if they can't help. They don't want to help themselves. I had to be separated from my children because they thought I was I was crazy. Okay. I was crazy. I was listening, I was getting messages, and I was giving, and I'm crazy. Aliens are real. Aliens are real. Starseed. We are starseed. I know I'm a starseed. what starseed, I'm not going to tell you because I came from a lot of other multiple planets. But I also had lives here billions of years ago. When you open up and you connect to the Divine Father, we are in the collective consciousness. We are in Christ consciousness. We connect to everything and everything on this planet and everyone on this, as it is above, so is below. I am a medium, but I am still working on opening up my medium energy, gifts. I was born with abilities. I was born. I didn't have to use any kind of drugs to open up my psychic abilities. No. I didn't have to do any ayahuasca, whatever that is. I didn't have to do no illicit drugs, anything, mushrooms. That's not the way to open up to spirit, divine, to the Divine Father that is within us. Source, energy, the creator of everything and everyone. Look at the skies at night. Because there's things in the sky that you'll be surprised what you will see. And I seen some things in the sky. And I was like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? And I was telling my friend, do you see what I'm seeing? They were like, yeah, I see. I'm not crazy. They saw it too. Not crazy. There are things that the government haven't spoken to you about or told you about that has been hidden, that will be released. It all goes together. This whole big story, this whole big thing that has happened in my life, from the time I met this man, I lost a lot of friends, and I used to be like, what the fuck is happening? Why people are just, why does she never want to see me? I'm like, it's a lot of craft, a lot of witchcraft that was done. My hair. One day, I have to speak on it because one day, I remember going to see him. Then there was hair that was cut from inside under my hair. I didn't realize it until I went to the shower and I washed my hair, and this chunks were coming out. Chunks were coming out. They do hair magic. They want you to lose your hair. Every time I had an episode that I wanted to end my life, he was on the phone. They were waiting for me to leave this world, but God had another plan. God had another plan. His plan was to expose all those who tried to hurt innocent people or hurt innocent people, scam people for their health, their wealth, their life of luxury, their travels, their trips. It's all a pyramid scheme. It's all a pyramid scheme. It starts from the top. There's a big puppet master that has a lot of them. Okay, a lot of them, and they work down to the poorest of the poor. okay, try to sell them a lie, knowing they can't get away with it. Nobody's gonna get away with my child's stuff. Nobody. Anybody and everybody involved will feel what I felt. You don't have no right to take anybody's life away. You don't have no right to take children from their mothers, from different countries, and then act like they're missing. They're missing because the government took them. They're missing because cults took them. They're missing because elites had taken them. They're missing because there's tunnels in their area where they conjure up, where they do things. Trafficking, okay? Children. Don't play with me. Don't play with my intelligence. Don't play with my energy. Don't think I don't know what you're doing. I'm not scared of you. I work with God. I'm here doing my job for God. I work in the spirit of the Most High God. And I have my angels and my archangels, my ascended masters, my deities, my galactic family. I have all those spirits, my passed on loved ones. I speak truth. I speak from the heart, and I speak because I am connected. I don't use drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do anything that is going to cause any disruption with God, my Father, the Creator, Mother Gaia, spirit animals. We're all connected. Air, fire, water, earth. We are all connected. These are energy, spirits. I have a whole encyclopedia of dark spirits, good spirits. These people all around the world have used and abused their power. They have abused their power. They have taken our children. For their benefits. To come up and say, oh, I got me how much money? How much money did you get from my child? How much money did you get from my child? Scammers. The girls, I don't know, never seen them. I never seen these girls in my life again, ever after my son was murdered. Never seen these girls. Never. But you like to come and check on me, right? You like to come and check on me to see if I'm mentally okay. I don't use drugs, boo-boo. I don't get high. I don't have sex. I'm in my space reading my Bible. connecting to spirit, getting the messages, being in my space of peace, connecting to my divine child as well. I don't ask nobody for anything. Nobody helps me. I had a few people in my life who has helped me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say thank you, Doug, for helping me, because you did help me during the time when I didn't feel like I had anybody to help me. You stepped up, and I will forever be very thankful for that. Don't think I didn't forget you. I didn't forget you, Doug. I have. I have. I'm trying to still name them. But I have Calbella. Calbella. I call her Calbella. And I have Lammy. Lamb. The Lamb of God who took away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Lamb of God. Calbella, I see her as Hathor. Oh, Hathor. I call her Hathor. Hathor is one of the Greek goddesses in Egypt. Hathor. You read upon her, okay? But I say thank you because you got me these puppets too. Don't think I didn't forget. I remember. And I thank you. I just am in my space at this time because there's a lot of things that are happening. And I always stay in my space of peace. And I wouldn't want anybody to be around me and get hurt. So I keep my distance. Because I know the energy. I know what I'm surrounded by. Okay? They look like this, but inside there's more dark. They're darker than what you have could ever imagine. Not all, but some. Yeah, I was sleeping at this time before I got my call to go and identify my son. Not even identify, to go to the crime scene. I felt like my body left. Like my etheric body had left. I felt like I was in an ocean of water and everybody was talking, but I was not coherent. I really was not in a space. I can't see, there's notifications popping. I really was numb for like a good 6 months to a year. I had to finish a paper for my master's program. I know how to take a test. During the first few days that my son was killed, I had to go take a test. And I took the test. One of my finals for my classes for my master's in clinical social work. But it took me a good 6 months to do my paper. I thank you for that like, whoever liked my video. I appreciate you. I thank you sincerely. I appreciate you. People don't know the importance of exchanging energy when they do. Oh, I don't think, oh, it was taken away. Okay. There's no like, sorry. I thought I saw a like. There's none. I thought I seen one. See, my eyes like to play tricks. But I did go to, I finished my master's in Silverman School of Social Work, which is Hunter College School of Social Work on 116 and 119 and 3rd Avenue. It used to be on 79th Street and I think it was Park Avenue. Yeah, Park and Madison. I think it was Park and Madison. That's where the old School of Social Work was at before. And then they moved it to 116. I enjoyed my classes. I learned. But I had to write this story or analyze this for my final paper. It took me a little while, but I did it with the grace of God, with my son's help, because I always prayed and I say, please let me get through this. Please let me sit and write this paper so that way I could finish my degree, because my son went to my graduation, but I had to finish my paper in 2014. So 2013 I walked down, but I didn't get to finish my paper, so I had to enroll and finish my classes and I finished it. I couldn't even, I don't have my degree because I owed money, and once I get money I will pay, so that way it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because so I feel school should just be free, not that expensive, because they rip you off. It's a rip off. It really is a rip off, because they're not really teaching you the truth. Really, they're not teaching you the truth. A lot of it is like fake history. You really gotta go deep into your own, do your own research, do your own work, and connect the dots. Connect the dots. But yeah, it's 2:06. It's 2:05. I want to say thank you to my daughters who were there for me. Them too. They were there. And I thank you. Even though I haven't seen you in such a long time, I hold you very dear to my hearts and prayers. And I also hold dear to my heart my little boy, Dallas, who was also targeted. He was targeted. They placed women in his life. He got sick. started to start popping pills. They tried to take my son out, the other one. And I don't know, because I haven't had any contact with my child. But these elite of people, these people in the government, these people, the Masons that have been part of my life, who knew about my family, who knew where they lived, knew about my family, you knew about my friends, you knew about everybody that I was connected to. It's just so funny. You knew. You knew. And you act like he was so innocent. But you wasn't. You wasn't innocent. He was never innocent. He was never innocent. I pray for your soul. Pray for all those try to take my son out. Try to take my other son out. You have no right. I hope he's okay. He is. I just had confirmation. I just heard something. He's okay. My daughters, their children. Anyway, I want to say thank you. They like to play with my my phone, because you know they're connected to YouTube too, right? Obvious. They part of the elites, of course. They will monitor. They will. Child, you have no idea. You have no. The police is corrupted. Not all. Okay. There's corruption all over this world. There's corruption all over this world. Yeah, they connect to YouTube. They are connected to Facebook. They are connected to Cash App. They are connected to everything. They have connections to your whole life. But there's one that has connection to all of us. That is the King. That is judgment. All of your secrets will come out. All of your secrets will be exposed. All of your injustice that you have caused will come out. You will pay here. You will pay here on this earth. Right here. You will pay for what you did. Everyone who caused any injustice on this planet will pay. Anyone who is not working from a space of love, you gotta heal, people. Let go of the drugs. Let go of the alcohol. That was all set up for you to be clouded, distracted. Going to the strippers club. That's what they put. They put drugs in people's drinks. Be careful who you surround yourself with, because those same people are the ones who are. Be careful. Be careful. I speak from experience. I speak because there was a cult. There was a Mason in my life. And I had no clue until I was shown in my dreams. And he tried to poison me. And he gave me food that his mother had cooked. And he cut my hair. And he had witches. Yes. 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 You will. God saw you. I saw you too. You gotta respond. You gotta repent and go to Father, God, Jesus. That you say you were the big believer in. Boy, you was doing all this conjuring up because there was a skeleton, there was a skull in your home of the angel of death. And you had African, how you say it, artifacts. Because you used to go travel to South Africa. You used to travel to Cuba. You used to travel to, you traveled a lot, all over the world. You was part of a Mason, you was part of a cult, and I spoke about this. I ain't scared of you. Never scared of you. Never scared of you or your witches. Okay? Never. Nobody's scared to die. Only you. Speak your truth. Because now they're speaking on, they're tattletelling on you. Those children that you said that was your brother, they were your children. You had a wife. Or so you pretended to have a wife. Or this wife is part of this cult, and you'll go out and do this dating scheme thing, right? Yeah, I got it. And you come on my channel and you hide in fake accounts and you try to bully me. I see. It doesn't work, boo-boo. It doesn't work. I don't care what you say. I'm very much in my power. You can say whatever. I look ugly. You never liked me anyway, so. You like boys. How's that one? That's what you guys do. Exchange energy. Funnel energy. Then you give it back to the big one. I saw it. You all sleep together and do rituals. Because he wanted me to be part of a threesome. Yeah. You. No. Thank you. I just have to continue to speak my truth. Your diamond district, the way you work at the Dreamstone. Yeah. The Popo is coming for you. Popo's coming for you. I saw you one time. You was driving. I was in Central Park. He was in the white Mercedes. You're a stalker. You're a stalker. I remember driving with you. I'm sorry, I just have to speak because Spirit is like, say it all. We was driving in your car. It was after 3 because we had came out your job after 3 o'clock in the morning. go to buy a sandwich and you're looking at a girl. She was a little tipsy. Those are the ones you go after. The vulnerable. I swear, I don't remember one thing from that day that I met you. I was under the influence of alcohol when I met you. And you stopped by the diner in Queens. The famous diner in Astoria. '23, 23rd Road, I don't know where, I forgot, that diner. And you say you was trying to save me from this boy. But really, what you was doing, what you did, take a vulnerable woman who was crying because her ex-boyfriend was playing her dirty with another girl in a bar, and I left his car and I started walking home, and you saw me vulnerable. You didn't like nothing about me. Nothing. I wasn't your type. Five years. Until God showed me who you was. Change. 5 years, change. The day that I had two accidents. I had two accidents, car accidents. Try to, you just, oh my God. Stella Diamond. That was the dog, right? Stella Diamond. I loved her. But I'm saying this because you're irrelevant in my life, but God wants me to just let you know that He saw you. He saw what you did. He saw the pain, everything that you did. Not only to me, but others. Remember, God put His people in certain places. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know how connected people are to the Divine Father. You never know how spiritually high ranked people are in the spiritual realm. And y'all guys go around people, women, and think that is okay to harm or hurt people. That is going to start ending. You're going to see this world in full of chaos. God's children will be saved. Those who did rituals, those who sacrificed, took people out, sold things in the dark web, put them in how you say, in videos, and you was watching me. You was watching me because there was pictures that I seen of you in places with other women, and you was like, why are you screening my, why are you shot, uh, I used to screenshot these photos, and you knew about it, because you hacked into my phone. You hacked into my phone. You hacked into my devices. You were spying on me. You were spying on me. You said you knew people in higher places. And you said you could get some jobs done. And nobody would ever know about it. I remember. And I don't use drugs. But you said some things, and every time I start reflecting, I remember a lot of things you have said. About your mom, about your dad, about you being foster care. Your dad dying of cancer. That's what you told me. Your mom not having a good relationship with your dad. That's what you told me. There was things that you would reveal. Your mom, you lied. You say your mom was a 5-star chef. Or does she's a witch and she poisoned people's food? How many people passed away in your family? Or in your circle of friends? How much money did you receive? Living in luxury buildings, driving a Mercedes, a BMW. You said you had what's that car? A Maserati. Was it a Maserati? Yeah. But never met your family, never met your friends, I never met nobody. That's weird. 5 years, right? And everybody in my circle was all leaving. Whatever voodoo, hoodoo, whatever you was doing, was working for a minute. Don't work no more. You say you knew Rihanna. You brought a business out in California. Travel all the time to South Africa. Was he doing things to children in South Africa? Just, oh. Alright, Spirit, I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. Innocent children. This group, these people of elites, you all are going to no child. I am a mother. I am also a person who, as a child, was touched My uncle is no longer here. I had a teacher who was a gym teacher. Be careful with your children. Be careful who you leave your children around. I wouldn't trust no male around my children, boy or girl. I worked in the field of social work, and I heard stories. Even their own dads touch their children. Be careful. Because everybody be, especially when they do drugs, when they do alcohol, when they do pills, when they do coke. This is the open portal for demonic entities to enter these beings' energy, and they really have no idea of what they're doing. They really have no idea, because they're taken over. And when they realize, it's like, what did I do? That entity, they jump bodies. That's why you see people, once they see people in the streets under the influence of drugs, then they come in and they're very possessed, and they say something, and you be like, what? Demons jumping into people's bodies. That's how my son was killed. People open portals. They use drugs, alcohol. Then once this is done, the demon jump into their vessel, and they do things. That are not very, very good. Anyway, I have to use the bathroom. I am going to end this. I'm going to say thank you all for being here. I want to say my son, oh, it's 3:29. Look, oh, it's 2:29, sorry. Yeah, 2:29. Sorry. Hope you all have a good day, and I keep seeing this light right here, passing right here. Pray for one another. It's a time to be in prayer. It's a time to sit by yourself and really look at the people who are around you. The people that you think are your friends are really not your friends. Anybody who doesn't support you. And now, I don't mean those fake people, because people are fake and phony. But they will smile in your face, and then in your back, they're talking about you. I have many of those. Many of my childhood friends. But you know what? I never spoke about them. Why would I spend my energy on talking about people? Gossip. I was going through stuff on my own. I had to take care of me. Gossip about people. It's not good. Mind your business. Take care of yourself. Don't be a slave to humanity. Don't believe everything that is being told to you. You don't have to listen to me. Only take what resonates. Leave the rest behind. This is my story. This is my opinion. This is my truth. This is what I believed. My experience. What I went through. What I'm still going through. And I will not hide from anyone or even lie. If you feel that I have said something that was wrong, confront me. Confront me. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nobody. God is my shield. God is the one that I work for. I bow down to no one. Lord Jesus Christ, my Savior, who died for my sins, is my Lord and Savior. Whether you like it or not, I don't care what you think. I don't serve humans. I serve a divine source that's very powerful than any human on this planet. Nobody's scared of the president, nobody's scared of the government, nobody's scared of the mayor, nobody's scared of anybody. No. No. Nobody. The truth sets you free. I love you guys. Have a good day. I am going to be alone with my father, with my child. Enjoy my day. Okay? I will enjoy my day. Because regardless, nobody has any power over me. You can't take my energy. You can't take away my freedom of speech. Whatever you have done, God sees you. Stalkers, God sees you. And I will always call on karmic justice for all the injustice that has happened to those who are voiceless, who are no longer here, who were sacrificed. I speak for all of God's children. I pray that all those who have turned away from God, that you go back to God. Because that's the only way you're going to get saved. Go back to God. He's forgiven you. Whatever you did, He's forgiven. He will forgive you. Don't ever be ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I will always speak my truth. But I shed that skin, that old me, the past. It's no longer me. I serve the Most High God. I honor the Most High God. I am one with the Most High God. I bow to no man. I will continue to speak up against violence, against humans, against their children, corruption, because those were my ancestors. They were killed because of what they believed. They were killed because they stood up. For the injustice, because of their faith in the Most High God. Billions of years ago, Jesus was not walking this earth, okay? God had to create Jesus to come to this earth, to let humanity know that he was real, that he was a divine source. So he created Jesus, he created Buddha, he created all of these divine beings. Even the aliens. Look at me like, are you puzzled? Go do your research. Go back billions of years ago. Don't take my word for value. I know who I am. I know the messages I receive. I stand in my truth. I stand in my power. And I will never, ever, 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 ever be brought. You can't buy me. You can't buy me. I work for God. He takes good care of me. Very good care of me. And we will reap what we sow, and we will get our lands back, and we will get everything that was stolen away. We will get it back. You can watch me all you want. I'm glad I entertained you. Woo. I love you guys. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. No, wow, I didn't plan to be on here that long today. But yesterday was a different story. It didn't go well yesterday, the live. But I didn't care because I continued. Nobody wants to come to my channel and speak about their journey because maybe people are not on their journey. I don't know where you at. And it's fine. If I could say something to help guide you in a direction that I believe will help, I would do that. Because I care. I really truly care about each and every one of you. I really truly care of the path that you're walking. Don't be disillusioned with the money. That's greed. 7 deadly sins. You don't want to do that because God will take care of you. You have to let go of things that no longer serve you. You have to start from the bottom. I was homeless. Again. Homeless for a while. I got my place. I'm happy. For the moment, I am very thankful. I have a bathroom where I don't have to share with people. I don't care where God placed me, because God places me in a place where he needs me to be at. So that way I could always, always guide his people in the right direction. And that's what I speak about. I speak of love. I speak of the truth of what is going on. I will never hide. I will never hide. I would never be a liar. I would never be a phony. I will always speak from a space of love. Love. And put it out there. Where there is dark, there is always light. Never sugarcoating anything. I used to, how you say it? I used to put this facade on. I used to put on a lot of makeup. I used to dress myself and put on wigs and put on all this, but I was hiding my pain. I was hiding the pain that I was feeling. I was hiding the insecurities that I was feeling. I was hiding the lack of confidence that I had in myself. I was hiding the fact that I miss my son. I would no longer hide anymore. I would never, ever, ever stop talking anymore. They try to shut me up by cracking my mouth, by breaking my jaw. They try to shut me up by putting spells on me. They try to shut me up by trying to attack me in my sleep. I remember I almost got choked. I was getting choked in my sleep. I had to get up. I would never stop speaking. Whatever God shows me, I will always reveal it. Always. Because this is what I do. This is my job. I'm here as a vessel of the Most High to expose the darkness into the light. As long as I did my job on this world, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm good. I will not fake the fun for nobody. I am not going to be a fake person. I'm not going to be fake. Either you like me or not. You don't like me, okay, bye. Next. You don't have to like me. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to deliver the things that has been hidden from humanity. The games people play. Games people play. Remember that song? Games, it's an old school song. Okay? All these artists that conjure up dark forces, that sacrifice their own friends, the rappers, did things to women and children. That's who I am. And you come and you tap into my energy, and I see you because I seen Jay-Z, I seen Beyonce, I seen the Kim Kardashians, I seen Kanye West. I seen them all in my dreams. I seen them all in my dreams, and they wasn't doing anything nice. Okay. Both parties. Oprah. I saw Oprah. All of them. And I spoke about them. Years ago. I took current. I got them out from my the cards that I dealt, right? Not how you say it. Not tarot cards, because I don't pull tarot cards on people. I don't do that. The ABC cards. got names, got states, got countries, Russian, Putin, okay? Got all their names. China. Saw the floods. I saw the volcano, the hurricanes. I saw everything. Saw Einstein. Saw Tesla. Okay? They stole Teslas. All of Tesla's work, they stole it. Mr. Elon Musk. Because it was Donald Trump's uncle who had access to Tesla's information. Do your research. Do your stuff, okay? Because when I'm told something, I'm always doing research. I don't go by what one source says. I go down by 5, 6 sources. It has to collaborate. Yeah. It's not the time to be playing with the energy. Sorry. It's not the time. You want to play? Okay. I love you guys. Have a good day. For those who are doing your spiritual work, continue to do your spiritual work. Continue to cleanse your energies. Continue to go throughout. There's going to be days, great days, where you go to the park. Put your feet on the grass. If there's grass, the dirt. Run your energy. Sit by your tree. Receive the healing from the earth. Go out into nature. Look at the animals. Look how they act. Look at everything around you. Enjoy this beautiful world. It's a beautiful world despite all the distractions that is going on. And everything's just an illusion. Don't ever give away your power. Don't ever, 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 ever allow anyone to say you are worthless, because you're not. You came from God. Know the power that you hold within. Heal all those curses, ancestral traumas, bondages. Clear those from your energy. Come back home to God, because that's what He wants you to do. Come back home to God. Rebirth a new you. You deserve it. See life for what it is. It is what it is. Don't feed into the drama. Speak your truth. Stand up for those children that have been killed. Like my son. Like my nephew in jail, never came home. Stand up for the injustice. Don't ever be afraid to speak your truth. Don't ever be afraid. Don't ever let people dim your light. Always shine that light as bright as the sun, as bright as the flashlight, right into their darkness. If you trigger somebody, then you were supposed to trigger that person to wake up. Those are shadow aspects of ourselves. I love you. I thank you. I'm going to go enjoy my day. Have a blessed one. And make sure you pray for one another. And go into a space and sit with yourself. Take 5 minutes of your day and meditate. I'm very happy of where I'm at. I'm very proud of the journey that I have been on. I'm very grateful of the people that have came into my life. Each and every one of them. Because they all taught me so much about me and about the things that I needed to confront. I had to confront those shadow aspects of myself. Those dark, dark, dark. I had to walk through the shadow of death. I had to confront every demon that came into my world, and even me being attached to them. I had to release them. I had to release them and say thank you to all of them. And now it's my time to give back what God has given me. Help those souls who are lost. I love you. And I pray for each and every one of you. Thank you, Father, for this moment. Thank you, archangels, for your protection. Thank you, guides. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Michael Anthony Santiago. Thank you for your story. Thank you for your life. Thank you for the moment you came into this world. I thank you. You always put a smile on my face. And today is no different. I continue to honor you and remember you for the beautiful soul that you once walked on this planet, and you shared your love and your light to so many. Thank you. Thank you, Father. Thank you for giving me such a beautiful child. And thank you for having him in your world. I love you. Namaste. Have a blessed day.